Oh, 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 whoa. Sorry, I'm teared right now. Got fat tears in my eyes. Sheesh. I'll tell you what, it's St. Patty's Day, and I'm here right now recording this podcast for you guys. Okay? I wasn't feeling it, wasn't in the mood. I don't know. I just felt like, it seems like a lot of work. And I was digging around in my desk and I found I had one smelling salt left that I had ordered over a year ago now that I totally forgot about. So I grabbed that. I said, you know what? I'm going to just use that right before I record and just go into it and rant. And so that reaction you just heard right there, because we don't have any intro music, that reaction you heard was me taking that smelling salt. And I'm in tears right now. So if someone peeps into this recording booth and sees me bawling while speaking into a mic, they're probably very concerned about me. And I get it. They should be. If they weren't concerned about me, then that's poor judgment on their end. Anyways, I'm alone, St. Patty's Day night, now crying in a sound booth to myself. So I'm a sad person, I guess. Now, let's dive right into it. St. Patty's Day, what is it? What are we doing? I mean, we've got people, well, maybe not this year. I don't know. I haven't looked at the socials, but like, I get it. St. Patty's Day for like the big cities in like New Orleans and New York, like when people are out partying in the street, it can look really cool and really fun, right? It's a reason and an excuse to party. But other than that, let's not try to make it into something that it's absolutely not. I feel like we do that. If people are treating this day any different here in Provo, Utah, then that's an issue. Because what are you going to do? Wear green today? Who cares? Why are you wearing green? You're wearing green because of people in Ireland? What is the day even about leprechauns, dude? I only know a couple redheads. And if they want to wear green, do it and celebrate it. But other than that, what are we doing? And don't go around pinching people. That's how people celebrate the holiday around here because we don't party really too much in Utah. At least you don't see it. It's not publicized. So people celebrate it by going around pinching people not wearing green. Hey, screw you. You're just an asshole. You're going to pinch someone because they're not wearing green because of some random holiday that's probably made up. Dude, I don't know the story behind it. And right now it's just me. So I'm not going to be disrespectful on you guys and waste your time trying to look that up while I'm recording. But eventually we're going to get this podcast is going to get so big that I'm going to have my assistant editor that's going to be able to pull things up for me while I'm speaking. Dude, how nice will that be? All right. And that's just right around the corner. So volunteers, speak up now. All right. Because you volunteer now, you'll get paid out in the back end once this blows all the way up. But yeah, I did this poll and was like, do we cancel St. Patty's Day? What's going on? And it's funny because the people that were speaking up were like, I don't know, that are partiers. And it's like, okay, well, I get that. Like, if you want an excuse to party, that's chill. Like, if you're ripping fat beer bongs in the streets in New Orleans, that looks like it could be fun, right? But none of us here are doing that. So why make it anything different? If our best way to celebrate St. Patty's Day is wearing green and going around pinching people, then that's the worst holiday to ever exist. So let's not do it anymore. Sound fair enough? It should. And if you're in disagreement, then you get joy out of pinching people, dude. Come on. I did want to bring on a guest. I saw earlier today on his Instagram story, he had posted about St. Patty's Day and his way of celebrating. He talked about safety on how to do so properly during a worldwide pandemic. Jonah Falcon, everybody.
Thanks for having me on the show, Taylor. It's an honor to be here.
Of course. So let's get right into it. I noticed you went around pinching people today, and I just acknowledged on my podcast how people will go around pinching people and are kind of just looking for an excuse to be rude. But what's your reasoning behind pinching, and how do you go about pinching during a pandemic? Because I noticed you were being incredibly safe, which is respectful.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, these times you really want to be considerate of other people. So if I were going to pinch someone, I'd definitely mask up first and foremost. And then actually the safest way to pinch someone is from a distance. You should be...
you should
be at least I'd say 4 feet or one leprechaun height away.
Leprechaun's about 4 feet, right?
Yeah, it's disputed, but about 4, yeah.
Because I could see this, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, John is really the type of guy that, I'd say he's probably the grandfather of a leprechaun.
Really? What makes you say that?
It's just the look, and I think most people would agree.
Yeah.
But you kind of look like, I think his grandson is a leprechaun.
Okay,
And
yeah.
do you have children?
I don't know.
But probably somehow you do have a leprechaun grandchild.
Yeah, one might have slipped in there.
One might have slipped down. Yeah, they're so small you miss them sometimes.
Honestly.
Do most leprechauns you know, because you do know some leprechauns,
Yeah, they're tricky little guys.
are they red-haired?
That's actually a common misconception. They come in all hair colors.
Is there blacks?
I don't know.
I don't think so. No, I've never seen a black.
They're from Ireland.
It's never sunny in Ireland.
No, I don't think so. No,
I
they're
heard
gloom and doom.
Yeah, gloom and doom. I heard from someone that people from Ireland, if they go outside in the sun for like 2 to 3 minutes, that they could be hospitalized
Really?
because they're that, some skin damage.
Yeah, well, leprechauns only come out right after rain. So
Yeah, do you see that? So do they love gold?
yeah, stingy little guys.
Because I don't have my hands on any gold. I don't know where to buy gold. Do you think they just have a secret monopoly on gold?
What about that chain?
Yeah, that's true. But that was
So that's
it's
not
only
real.
it's only pleated gold.
Hmm.
It's not the full thing, so they were stingy on that.
How about that ring?
The ring is well, that's ran to leprechaun. Stole it from him.
Probably my grandson.
I know, dude. I told you, your grandson loves
Leave him
gold.
alone.
Yeah, that's true.
First you bully
I
me.
picked on him, dude.
Oh,
He's
I
a
bet
little
you
guy.
did.
It's so easy to make fun of.
I bet.
So,
The girls make enough fun of him because he's short.
do leprechauns usually have girlfriends or
No. They're 4 feet tall, so just no.
girls that like tall guys?
Oh, they don't like leprechauns, I'll tell you that.
Ooh, is it because they're height or they're red hair? Or because they're not black?
All of the above, I don't know.
All of the above, probably, yeah. So if you're a shout out to girls out there, if you are into leprechauns or would maybe try thinking about, hooking up with a leprechaun once, they could use it. So hit us up and we'll get you in touch with Jonas' grandson. So the leprechaun height, you use that height as a misconception.
Yeah, that's a distance. So usually I'll hold out my fingers and line someone up and then kind of squeeze them from afar, give them a little pinch.
Like with the camera.
Yeah, sure.
So you record and then you see the pinch on the
Yeah,
camera.
exactly. You can pinch
It's
someone
a friendly way.
pretty easily.
So did you did you pinch a lot of people without their consent or
Yeah.
today?
Yeah, I did. And
Oh,
I got to figure out a better way because obviously consent is really important. But yeah, for now we're just in the beta, form of pinching.
mm-hmm.
Maybe next year, next Leprechaun Day or whatever it's called.
Find a way to ask for consent before pinching.
Yeah. Who's St. Patrick anyway?
That's the thing that I want to ask. Who is this guy? There's so many saints out there. Why Patrick? St. Patrick definitely sounds like a guy who pinched people without consent, though.
Must have been.
But in a little naughtier way.
And the only way to stop him was wearing green.
Yeah, seriously. What is with that?
It was a defense mechanism.
And so the thing is, you went around pinching people today, but you acknowledged on your story that you were wearing blue in protest
Oh, true.
of
Well,
St. Patty because he was a racist, probably?
Yeah.
Because they don't allow black leprechauns.
Yeah. That's part of the reason. He's got some old tweets. Couldn't actually find him. I think he deleted them. But someone was
Smart.
telling me
St. Patty's got some tweets out there.
he's got some tweets, man.
That's true.
They were fine back in the 15th century or whatever.
Yeah.
But
And I heard St. Patty use one of his leprechaun guys. I don't know. He has a red beard as well. I saw in the picture to go shoot up an Asian spa in Atlanta yesterday. Did you see that?
did not see that.
Yeah, it actually happened. This guy looks like a lumberjack, but he's got like a red beard in it. But yeah, he shot up Asian spa, killed 8 Asian ladies. I don't know what kind
wow.
of Asian, but my guess is like Korean. I feel like Koreans have the spas.
Nah, I haven't been following the news much, so.
Well, that's St. Patty. I think it's St. Patty was up to it. And now there's a bunch of white
Bad
privilege.
timing, right?
Yeah.
Especially in March.
Yeah.
Not a good time.
And so today,
Never a good time.
If you see anyone celebrating St. Patty's Day, they hate Asians.
They dye the river green in Chicago.
And that is cool. I did see that.
That's
Do you
really
like
cool.
that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised they get away with that with the environment.
Yeah, but
people
when
care
it's
about
St.
that.
Patty's Day, dude.
Yeah.
How do they do that?
I don't know. I think it's food coloring or something.
It's a lot of food coloring.
Got to be.
It's a big river.
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen it. I don't know how green they get it because like water's already kind of green sometimes.
Ooh.
But if it's like bright green like it is in the movies, that's a lot of dye.
That is a lot of dye.
It's a lot of dye.
Yeah. Well.
Glad I don't live in Chicago.
Someone's paying for it. That Mayor Lightfoot. Have you seen that evil
Lori
witch?
Lightfoot, yeah.
Ooh, she's ugly. I'll be honest. I'm gonna say it.
I've never seen a picture. I know the name.
Oh,
but
dude,
that's
she
all.
is hideous. And that's not. And she is a black woman, but it's not because she's black.
Oh.
And I think most even black people would agree that she's just not. Because there's some really good looking black people because they're not leprechauns.
Most definitely.
But yeah, she is. This lady is hideous. I'll be honest. And I know that might be rude, but if we're being truthful,
she's probably listening to your podcast.
She is. No, she's an avid listener.
I bet you could get her on.
Get her some tips. The other thing I did want to ask you about, you went to an event tonight. That was kind of in honor of St. Paddy's Day.
Yeah, there was I don't know if you listeners have heard of anything called, like, it was a Dirty 30 is what they call it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's kind of...
30 minutes of dancing. Not necessarily dirty dancing. I'm not sure what's a dirty 30. Maybe
Yeah.
it just rhymes, I guess. But
people like thinking they're dirty around here sometimes.
Yeah, it wasn't dirty at all. It was very clean
Really?
fun. Until,
Ooh.
listen to what happened.
Okay.
There was a guy there. I didn't recognize him. Had a glow stick.
Ooh.
And he broke the glow stick in half and he was like squirting it at people.
Okay.
And got me right in the eye.
In the eye?
In the eye.
Did they even tell you to wear goggles before going in?
No. Mask, no goggles. Should have known though.
Oh, yeah, you can't just squirt people in the eye with glow stick. That's
That was poison.
It is poison.
Yeah. So now my eyes like dyed green. But
So-
I guess it's good for St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, but after today, you'll want to get rid of it somehow.
True. You
So
don't want to be green the day after St. Patrick's Day.
that's true. Was this man drunk?
No chance.
Well, then there's no excuse.
Yeah. I think the absence of some sort of, alcohol.
Father.
Yeah. No alcohol.
You know, I bet the guy didn't grow up with a very good father figure.
Honestly, yeah.
Probably
Because what kind of father lets his son squirt people
his
like
father
that?
was not around very much. I can promise you that.
In the eye. Yeah, it was rude. I turned the other cheek though, and then he's got me in the other eye. So
Oh, jeez. So don't turn your cheek too fast. Give him an opportunity.
Seriously, hold your cheek for a little longer.
Yeah, hold your cheek for a
Lesson
few
learned.
seconds and then turn it. That's
Oh.
good. I like your green hat, by the way.
Thanks.
It's what is that on there? A board?
Yeah, a little skateboard.
Do you think leprechauns can skate? They definitely don't longboard. They're not. That board would.
I think having a low center of gravity helps quite a bit. So.
Have you seen any leprechauns out there skateboarding?
No, not much. Because they don't have skate shoes yet. They have those little elf shoes. So.
Do they actually wear elf shoes?
Yeah. I mean, the really good skateboarders, they can skate barefoot. So, I bet they could figure it out.
That's interesting. So you were like kind of in denial that your grandson wasn't a leprechaun, but now like it sounds like more we've gotten into the conversation. You know a lot about leprechauns, so you must have an in at some point.
Yeah, I know a guy.
You know a guy. Know a couple of them.
Just one. No.
He's a white fella.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is he red hair? No.
Yes, this one is.
This one is, but he told you there's others that aren't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Do they mate with each other
I mean, they must, right?
to keep producing?
They have to. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how that is.
I've never seen a female though.
Never seen a female one.
Leprechaun.
That would be dangerous for me. I think I might act up if I saw one.
I don't think you would.
For the milestone?
If they're anything like the men, I don't think you would.
Because they're sleazy.
They must be, man.
Oh, dude, I could see a crimey little leprechaun lady. That's dangerous. Stay away from those.
You should. Avoid it with your life, like the plague.
Yeah, it's true.
Throw a mask on for that, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Oh man, we should exterminate all leprechauns.
You might have gotten too far there.
Is that? Yeah. After I said it, I felt a little bit uneasy about that because
Yeah,
that's kind of like Hitler talk.
yeah.
I don't want to be like him.
Sounded so inspirational.
He's a great leader, but I don't want to be like him. Not great leader. He was influential.
Exactly.
He was influential.
Yeah, you got people to do things, right?
Did wrong things, but he was good at getting them to do things.
True.
So if you call that good leader, then sure. But
True.
You know what I want to do to top off this St. Paddy's Day tonight?
Let's hear about it.
Have you ever had shamrock shakes?
I have.
You like
I had
them?
my first shamrock shake yesterday, actually.
Really? And
Yeah.
what'd you think?
Well, I didn't know it was going to be mint flavored.
Oh, well, hold on. What flavor did you think it was going to be?
Well, I thought it was going to be like green flavor, you know?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I was a little shocked by the mint. Because when you see something green, it can pretty much only be 3 flavors, right? You got mint, green apple, or green flavor. And yeah.
What's green flavor? You keep saying this.
You ever had green flavor?
No.
You've had blue flavor, though.
Yeah.
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 Blue Blast Gatorade, you've had that.
Yeah, that's
So-
a berry.
No, it's just blue.
Really?
Yeah, so green's kind of like blue, but it's green instead of blue.
So you were surprised when it was mint?
I was quite shocked.
Were you mint guy or no?
Yeah, I actually like mint quite a bit.
Really?
So the Shamrock Shake, definitely, it didn't disappoint.
That's good.
I've heard about the Shamrock Shake March after March, and I've just never gotten one because the lines at McDonald's are just ridiculous around here.
Insanely. Yeah, the McDonald's around here, I could do a whole podcast episode on my experience at McDonald's this past week. It's been rough.
Yeah.
But I do need to go tonight. Because if you had the Shamrock McFlurry,
I have not.
that one just came out last year, was the first year they did it. And I load up on those.
Okay, well, maybe next year. I don't want to move too fast through my Shamrock experience.
Yeah, that's true.
It took me 23 years to have my Shamrock Shake.
That's pretty wild.
So McFlurry can wait.
Maybe you need to expand your horizons a little bit, you little leprechaun boy.
Honestly.
Do you get offended when people call you leprechaun?
No one's ever called me that before tonight, so no, I don't think so.
Because you shouldn't, because leprechauns are cool. But it's in your lineage. I bet. Okay, if it's not your grandson, I bet if we looked up your family history, your tree, and your lineage, that there would be leprechaun somewhere in there. You do come across that guy, and I think most people and listeners would agree with that one.
What is it? Is it all the gold, the drip? What?
Ooh, could be. Could be your sleazy ways.
Oh, okay.
Your mischievous little fella.
Nope, I'm not mischievous. I don't.
But I feel like you're kind of into schemes.
I don't scheme.
Am I right?
Don't look at me like that. No, I don't scheme. Nope. I don't plot.
Do you hear that, ladies? He doesn't scheme or plot.
I don't know.
He doesn't have an agenda.
No, there's no agenda. I roll with the punches. What happened?
You get punched. Lady, you've been hit by a woman?
Yeah, actually.
Where?
I deserve that one.
What'd you do?
I got slapped.
No, but what'd you do to get slapped? Ooh, you can't say legally. Ooh, that's kind of...
She might be listening, so...
Really? She's a fan of the show?
She must be.
Well, if you're out there, come slap me, baby girl.
All jokes. I've never been hit by a woman. A woman would never hit me.
I definitely have. I'll be honest.
Really?
Transparency, yeah.
What'd you do?
I deserved it. I probably said like the C word or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You deserved it.
Yeah, but she was kind of acting like one of those.
Okay. Well, you still deserved it.
Probably, yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
I hit her back, dude, so hard.
No, you didn't.
Nope, did not. Did not, by the way, anyone listening.
He didn't.
To my parole officer out there.
I'm glad he listens.
He does. He keeps me on check. He listens to every episode. He makes me send them to him before I put it out, actually. So it's good.
Do you guys ever hang out?
I call it hanging out. I don't know if he sees it the same way, though. But, I mean, yeah, for me, I hang out with him every week.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, we have a good time, but I think it's more of a job for him, unfortunately.
Well, you're just not getting paid.
I'm not getting paid. I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
He gets paid for it, though.
Yeah, it's way easier to have a good time when you're not getting paid.
That's true.
All right?
That is true, dude.
Money ruins everything.
Well...
Look at the leprechauns.
That's true, those greedy bastards. I bet they're all bastards. Do you think there's ever been a leprechaun born inside of wedlock?
I don't know of any.
I don't know either. Your grandson wasn't.
Stop.
Oh, anyways, Jonah, thank you for hopping on and late notice and coming in and giving us some further insight on the world of leprechauns. Any last words? Where can the fans find you?
At the end of a rainbow. Buy a pot of gold.
Oh, with your grandson?
Eating a Shamrock Shake. Slurping one down.
We love that. That's awesome. It's at Joan_5?
Yes, that's right. Yep.
Joan_5. And that was off the top of my head memory, dude. I didn't look that up before. That's how good of friends we are, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you.
I think it's time to share my Instagram highlight of the week. I don't know if this will be a recurring thing. It probably will because it's just so easy to find content to talk about. As I just go on my Instagram and just watch a few stories, scroll through a few posts. I hardly have to look for very long at all because you guys are great at finding me stuff to just be able to talk about. And so this one here is by my friend. His name's Pavel, and he posts this story. And this is literally minutes before I started recording this. And I gave him a heads up. I said, I'm about to talk about this on my podcast. So hopefully he realizes this is coming. But I'm just going to play his post on his story. Let's see here. Okay.
Some of y'all deduced from my story last week that I'm off the market, aka I have a girlfriend, aka I'm not single.
Hey, yeah, you are.
Her name's Soleil.
Her name's Alay. He says a name that we can't even look up because we don't know how to spell. And there's no pop tag. So, hey, Pavel, you're lying. Let's continue to hear out the rest of this lie.
He's pretty cool. Some of y'all thought it was a joke, which is
Still do.
understandable, but
At least he's aware that we would think it's a joke. Thank you, Pavel, for being self-aware.
anyway, I'm sick. Had to cancel work today.
And he also had COVID like 3 weeks ago. So, hey, dude, stop getting sick, Pavel.
And just been sitting at home. And what is my boo?
Boo. He calls her Boo, Pavel. Yeah, well, if this is real, then clearly you're first time just getting into a relationship recently, so this is something new for you. Let's not use the word boo, but if you think it's cute, then continue. Whatever, dude.
She brings me fun.
She brings me pho. What? That's the most foreign meal. But her name's Lala, so that makes sense. That's actually cute. I take my words back on that. That's cute. She's bringing you a home-cooked meal. And maybe it's adding up now. He might be serious. The fact that he got that straight. The home-cooked meal with her name in pho. If you don't know what that is, then don't worry about it. But it's some foreign meal.
She leaves it on my doorstep with a cute note, which I can't share.
He can't share it. Of course not. Just like he can't share her Instagram handle or anything because non-existent.
I'm just here to say being taken is the best. If you haven't done it, try it out and hop off, please. I'm unavailable.
He says, if you haven't done it, try it out. Hey, Pavel, just because you have a girl now, supposedly, doesn't mean you can just go around being a dick and saying anyone without a girlfriend just needs to try it, dude. You think we're not trying? I mean, I'm not trying, but also, come on, dude. That's not the only problem here. I want to try with someone beautiful, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not actively seeking it, but I will say this. Oh, I'm so mad at myself right now about this. This happened the other night. Well, it happened originally a couple months ago, like right before winter break. I remember I was, I went to like this party thing, this gathering thing, because, I was looking for a good time and to meet people and I hadn't been social. And I saw this girl there and I was like, this girl's literally actually probably the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life. And she's like a different type. It's not your standard, white girl, blonde haired girl. She's different. And I was like, and no one was really like talking to her. She was like kind of like by herself and like making conversation. It was a perfect opportunity for me to go up and introduce myself and talk. But dude, I got nervous, of course. And honestly, I was feeling confident that night because not gonna lie, I was looking good that night. No joke. Anyways, I was scared to approach her and I told myself I'm going to do it. And she was leaving as I was playing some sort of game. And I was like trying to find a way out to just stop. And I was going to do it and I really wanted to, I promised. But of course, didn't. And that's not like me. A girl's got to be just beyond beautiful for me to even think of approaching her and trying to get any sort of contact information. She was, probably the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life. And then didn't think much about it. Kind of regret it because I don't know her name or anything. I couldn't look her up. I don't know if she exists. Like, I don't know. But a couple nights ago, I'm at this other event and she's there, dude. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. But she's there with another dude. And it was the saddest thing ever because I'm expecting this dude, because I just saw him from the back, to be like an absolute hunk because she's the most beautiful thing. I'm like, oh, whatever. Like she got someone who's, she's way out of my league. So she got just this absolute 10, this hunk. And then I see the guy, no disrespect to the guy, because I'm sure he's a good dude and he scored the most beautiful girl ever. But like me and this guy are in the same ballpark, looks wise, right? And I'm not even going personality, I'm probably above. And it was just so sad. So Pavel, thanks for your inspiration. Maybe that'll encourage me to speak up next time. But the girl of my dreams is gone now. Yeah, I'm not going to use any names or give any clues because I don't want this getting out because I'm too nervous about it. And I don't want to be disrespectful to my guy because I respect that guy now because he scored the most beautiful goal ever. And yeah, it's pretty sad. But sorry, Pavel, for not having a boo. A boo, dude. That's what he called it and was serious. Actually, I don't know if he was serious, but she made him pho and supposedly left a beautiful note that he's not allowed to read. So who knows what was said in that note. Hopefully it wasn't some sort of threat because that'd be scary. Maybe it's a cry for help. Maybe that post was a cry for help from Pavel. Maybe he needs some sort of help and we should probably look after him. But that's not what this podcast is for. It's to expose people. So yeah, congrats on your new girl, whatever. We don't remember her name because we don't know how to spell it either. So we can't look it up. Okay, well, last thing I wanted to bring up because, I don't know, it's kind of something serious to happen. No, not kind of something. I guess it's serious. If you consider shooting up an Asian spa serious, then yeah, it's a serious matter. And I like to make light and joke about all things. So if you don't like that, then it's not a podcast for you. Did you see this guy? I mean, I heard about it and I was like, oh, dude, that's sad. Like, who hates Asians that much? Like, what do Asians do that are so harmful? Nothing. They give you good massages at massage parlors. And so I was like, maybe this guy had a bad experience at a spa. But I see the picture of this guy. And first off, this is not the guy you would see in a massage parlor. So some sort of crazy is going on. Second off, you see this guy and I said, oh yeah, you don't have to tell me this story. I already know this guy committed a mass shooting. Are you kidding me? This guy is the most mass shooting looking guy ever, which of course means he's white, absolutely 100%. And he has a lot of mental disabilities for sure, right? He's just not there at all. And all I'm going to say with this is screw that guy, right? But also, if, and I'm being serious when I say this, I know this might sound harsh, but anyone who has ever seen that guy in person, even just for a split second, and didn't report it to authorities for possibly committing some sort of mass shooting, they should go to jail as well. Because you take one look at this guy and you know what he's capable of. You know what he's capable of. And so any sort of close friends or family members in this scenario needs to be put away as well. Because they should have reported that. 100%. And they would be aware of it too. They'd be like, yeah, that's probably on me. There's a couple people in my life I know that if they committed a mass shooting and someone came up to me and was like, yeah, why didn't you report it? I'll be like, no, honestly, like, yeah, this guy is crazy. I didn't know that. And you deserve to put me away too, because I should have taken action beforehand. I know, and I can say the names right now, but I'm not gonna. That should probably get reported to authorities now. And so if I get put away for that, I'd be totally understanding about it. I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. That's probably is on me. I was irresponsible by not taking action there. So, feel bad for the Asians that died, of course, right? And it probably was a hate crime. This guy's definitely the type of white looking dude that would commit a racist act. And you guys know that I try to justify things to not look racist, but there was no doing that in this scenario. When you just take a look at one picture of this guy, you know that it was probably a racist thing that he shot up the Asians. I like Asians. They're good, except for Filipinos. Just kidding, by the way, if you aren't catching my drift here. Dude, because who hates Filipinos? That's my favorite thing to joke about, is hating Filipinos. Because a Filipino has never done anything wrong. And one of my best friends growing up was Filipino. Shout out Noah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap up this podcast because I also just saw on my Instagram that there is Foursquare going on in the Tanner building. And I know I'm 23 and should not still be playing Foursquare. And that's what I thought too when I first heard about this Foursquare club that was going on. And I roasted it to shreds by myself. Then I realized that these people go all out, and there's a whole Instagram page for it where they, dress up according to themes and all this stuff, and they have champs of the week. And when I saw that and how passionate they were about it, I said, well, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen, because they own it and are passionate about it. It could have been something so lame and so dumb, but because they went and go above and beyond in making it awesome, then it's the coolest thing ever. And I love it. So I need to go support that. And shout out Provo's Foursquare Club there. I'm just excited to play because I think it'll be a way good time. Yeah, I'll report back on how it goes next week. But thanks for tuning in to episode 2 of this podcast. Next episode, we will be having a very special guest, and I'm excited to bring him on. I'll be honest, he is a black man. And so if that triggers you out there, then that's really sad because we should accept him. It's going to be such a phenomenal episode. You guys will love it. Hopefully you'll love this episode too. Got a sense of what St. Patrick's Day is about. Still don't know, but I'm glad we had our guest, Jonah Falcon, on to be able to expand on that. Really appreciate that.